right now it's the springtime, so we have the birth of everything. There's a new cycle is beginning, there's new energy, and there's more of a burst of yang and growth happening in the environment and in the energy around us. So there's things we can do to connect with this energy and to make sure that we're not inhibiting this energy to take place inside of us as well. So we can see in the plants and in nature, in winter, the energy goes deeper down towards the roots. Not much is taking place around the branches and the leaves. And then as spring comes, the energy goes out towards the branches, things starts to grow, and it's very fast bursting energy. And the same thing happens inside our body. In the winter, the energy sinks deeper inside to nourish the organs and to store the energy. In spring, it starts to move out, particularly out towards the tendons and the sinews more, and the body becomes more active and there's more yang movement. So we want to harness this energy by moving the physical body. So if we all do movements that stretch our body, or Dao Yin, for example, which is a type of Qigong, which is based in a lot of lengthening of the tissues and the joints, then that helps that movement of qi to nourish and move out through the body. So the springtime is a particularly good time to help open up the body if you tend to be stiff or stuck in areas. This is the easiest time of year to get that open because of that nourishment through the tendons and the sinews, and everything is becoming warmer and opening up like nature is doing. And also physical exercise is really good now, and everything's more active. It's a good time to strengthen your body more, get things flowing and moving. And the liver energy, the wood energy in the nature has strong impact on the liver, and the liver governs this area, the diaphragm. So if it gets constricted, it's not flowing as freely as it should, then it can get the breath a little bit stuck and the diaphragm a little bit stagnated. So in this video we're going to help release this area a lot and open that up. The smoother and freer our breathing is, the more freely the qi can flow through the body, and that benefits the liver because the liver governs the free flow of qi through the body and the emotions as well. Time of the day when this yang energy and energy of activity is strongest is in the morning, because that's when the sun goes up and everything comes to life. So if it's really good in the spring to go up early and go for a walk, breathe in that new fresh air, and that will help give you a boost of energy and help connect with the yang energy rather than staying inside and not going up in the morning. If we're awake and active, then that puts us in a state to connect with this energy in a better way. Or if you're a practitioner, do whatever practice that's good for you in the morning. We also want to make sure that we connect with this movement in the environment on a mental level. And the energy that grows in us mentally at the moment is the ability to create new plans and bring new dreams into our lives, create new projects, start new business ventures or new practices, because that renewal, that energy just helps drive that forwards. And it's a good time for pushing and developing. So you want to make sure that you're not being or avoiding to be stagnant mentally and not doing anything new or connecting with that growing and that moving energy. And if you're someone who tends to struggle with frustration, then this is a good time to get the body moving, because frustration and anger are emotions that affect the liver. So if we are frustrated, then the energy gets stuck, particularly around this area. So an easy way to free up this is by moving physically, because when we move physically, that moves the qi and the blood in the body, and our emotions are different types of energy energy movements. So by freeing up the blood and the qi flow, then that sort of resets us, and it frees up that the liver energy and that free flow of emotions. So quite often we feel like freer and more mentally at ease after we work the physical body, because things are flowing better like they should. And when we have that energetic and physical movement, that helps affect the mind as well. So we have good qi flow that affects the emotions and helps open up the mind, so that can move forwards in a good way and create those good plans. And so if you feel frustrated, easy way to cheat and get yourself in a good state, move that physical body, and you'll probably find that emotions and the mind feels better afterwards. And it's particularly good during this time of year to wear loose clothes, so we're not constricting the flow of blood and qi in the body, so that can move out and get us more loose and free flowing. And also I mentioned it's the movement and the growing of energy, and that's strongest in the spring and in the morning, and also even stronger if the moon is waxing, because then the energy of the moon is growing. So to take on new plans and ventures, if you get all of those 3 times, the waxing of the moon as well, then that has an even stronger growing effect and assists that movement forwards. So let's get our body and our mind unstuck and do some movements, get everything open up.